probably need to be with
Showtime,
the BBC.
yeah.
If you're a middleweight fighter, you have to be with Dazn. It's not even like you can't not be. Like if you're Charlo,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
look at Charlos and those kind of guys right now. There's only so much that people can fill their head with before they are bright enough to go, hang on a minute, shouldn't I be getting some of that Canelo money? Or shouldn't I be fighting Demetrius Andrade? Or shouldn't I be fighting the Jacobs Canelo winner? Or if Golovkin comes as well, I've got to be there, right? Like, how can you be Charlo right now and not recognise that you have to be on Dazn? Why? Because there's people filling their heads saying, "No, don't worry about that. Fox is where it's at." Well, where's the fights? Like, and I would be saying the same thing. It's a bit like Jesse Vargas. I mean, Jesse's moved up to 154 now, so it's less of a. But we would struggle to give Jesse the big fights at 147. Hold my hands up.
Yeah.
And PBC are going to struggle to give Charlo any sort of substantial fights at 160 because they don't exist on that platform.
There's been whispers in the Twitterverse of Jamal, the 160 Charlo, coming over to the zone.
Has there?
There's been whispers in the Twitterverse. I've seen some of the elite boxing writers talk about, sources, etc.
Sources say, yeah. No, we would love him to. We would love him to. But there's been some conversations, but there hasn't been any deep negotiations for that to happen. But I hope there is. Because you can't, this is a short career. And if the opportunity's right, listen, maybe he talks to us and maybe he thinks, no, it's not for me. But you've got to explore it.
The other big middleweight, obviously, is Triple G, and there's also been sources, etc., saying the same things. Is there something close to a Triple G
Yeah, I mean, that's
deal?
certainly a lot further down the line than the Charlo stuff.
Okay.
And, it's not done till it's signed, and we're very hopeful that will come soon. But, he has his options. I think he understands this is where he has to be or where he should be. I think he likes the vision of the business and the platform. He's a very bright guy, and I'm guessing he'll make his decision very soon.
I imagine that's a double-edged sword for you, only because you're Danny Jacobs' promoter, and then there may be a conflict. Maybe there's an apple cart, a proverbial apple cart.
I think the relationship with Triple G has Triple G Promotions, and they would work in tandem with Matchroom Boxing. So, with Danny, we're his promoter, we're his lead promoter, we're his only promoter. So we have his back 1,000,000%. If the Jacobs Golovkin fight gets made, then my heart has to be with Danny Jacobs.
But a lot of people, fans included, would feel that it was already a setup for Canelo to get past Jacobs for a Triple G Canelo Part 3.
I want the opposite.
Yeah.
I want Danny Jacobs to beat Canelo and then make their rematch. We all know the size of Canelo against Golovkin, but who knows what's going to happen on May 4th? I mean, if Danny Jacobs goes and beats Canelo, he becomes a global star. And that story will resonate all around the world because that story is an incredible one, just not enough people know it. And this fight will give him the platform for people to understand that story. So if he beats Canelo on May 4th, Danny Jacobs is the man. And I really believe he's going to do it.
Speaking of which, a trending story within that story has been Danny Jacobs being vocal about there being a rehydration clause that Oscar and Golden Boy put in that is outside of any IBF ruling. What are your